Hello, my name is Joshua McIntosh, and I am doing a documentary on one of Rockdale's Career Academy's finest teachers named Mr. White. Mr. White have teach at RCA for a while, and he's a good teacher, good friend, and good family man. And since he's about to be moving on to another school, I am doing a documentary to let everybody know about how the man he is became who he is today. So let's begin, shall we? So I started my interview on Mr. White, learning about his past, on everything there was to know about him, and it went something like this.
I was born in February.
Oh, I was born in February too. Go figure. We have the same months for
Yep.
birthdays.
What's your birthday?
February 25th.
On the 18th. I was born first.
Go figure. All right, what town did you live in?
I grew up in Conyers and Covington. I graduated from Newton County High School in 1998. I was a exercise science major in college. That's what I graduated with. I was going to study medicine until my senior year of college, and I decided not to. I developed my love for film out of a necessity. I was working in radio, and I learned to build websites. And as I saw the internet going the way of video, that's how I developed my skills and passion for video. The fact that I get to teach what I love, I get to teach video production, is a real big thing for me when it comes to my favorite part of the school. I love teaching. It became my passion once I started doing it. I have two children. I have a 11-year-old boy and an 8-year-old girl. Outside of work, I love sports. My son plays baseball. My daughter does dance, and I get to be a dad. So that's what I do when I'm not working, is be a father.
Nice.
I decided to interview each principal at RCA to learn more about Mr. White. I started interviewing Mr. Stanton first to see what he knows.
Well, Mr. White was hired before I got here, but I can see from what I've observed in his class and what I've seen him do in the community and within our building, he is just a phenomenal teacher. He really loves his kids. He takes great care of his students and wants to make sure that they are completely prepared for whatever they're going to do in life, whether it is in audiovisual tech or if it's somewhere else. And he really gives them some great life experiences in the sports field. So I see exactly why he was hired. I think he's a phenomenal teacher. I think he's a man of integrity. I think he's a person who really cares about what he does and how he does things. And he's just a fantastic guy. He's a person that I would love having teach my children. He's definitely one of the best teachers I've had in my career, been able to experience in my career. And he just does a really great job.
Thank you for your time, Mr. Stanton.
You're welcome.
After interviewing Principal Stanton on Mr. White, I interviewed another principal, and his name is Mr. Mays.
I've known Mr. White for about 5 years. I met him when he came first to teach at RCA in the broadcast video department.
Nice. Second question. What was he like when you first met him?
He's very gregarious, very, very outgoing, easy to talk to, eager to teach and to share his knowledge and experience with people. He's got a lot of real life experience in the industry that he was happy to share with us and with kids when he got here. Made a great first impression. I mean, he's real family oriented and real faith oriented. He'd help a person out through anything. He's always real selfless with his time, and I've known him for many years to show up, when he didn't have anything to gain, just to help other people out who were in need, and I really appreciate that.
After interviewing Mr. Mays, I interviewed another principal, and her name is Miss Summers.
Mr. White was awesome. Helped me with anything or any questions that I might have had. He introduced me and helped me learn about using Google Drive in my classroom at the time. So anything I needed any help with, Mr. White was there and was very supportive. I love how much energy he has and support and love he has for his students. Everything that he just goes above and beyond to help his students at any time, and then as well as any teachers. He is just a great person. I enjoy, spending time. We took students to DC on a trip, and he was very knowledgeable, and I just think he is a great person. He is a great teacher. He is an awesome father and husband, and he is just an all-around great person.
After interviewing all the principals, I interviewed the last one, and his name is Mr. Macomber. When did you first met Mr. White?
Oh, I first met Mr. White, I guess, several years ago, about 8 years ago, when he first came to RCA to teach audiovisual tech.
What do you think of him?
Oh, I think Mr. White is a good man and a good teacher, and he's a very good cook as well. He's good. He's a very good teacher.
Thank you for your time.
All right, thank you.
After interviewing all the principals, I interviewed a star student in Mr. White's class, and it went something like this.
I've been in Mr. White class for 2 years, so I've known him for 2 years. In his class, I've learned a lot about recording and cameras and stuff, but I've learned more about life lessons. Like, he's really teaching us how to produce and how to survive in the film world. Like, you have to get your work done on time, ready. Like, you can't play around anymore. But I also learned how to edit. Mr. White is one of the realest teachers, I'll say that. He teaches really well, and he's really, like, truth. Like, he's going to show you how the real world is, and he's not just going to give you anything. You have to earn it in here. And I feel like there's not many teachers like that anymore. So, yes, he's one of the best teachers I have.
Nice. Great talking with you.
Thank you.
So there you have it. I hope that Mr. White leaving doesn't mean for everybody to be sad, but it means that he's leaving us a legacy to keep moving forward and keep reaching our dreams, because if we do that, we can make it big in the film industry. And I am proud to do this documentary on him, and I hope you guys enjoy it. Later.